Hey, winning's fun. Winning's a pretty good time. Well, especially when you beat up on the quote-unquote best team in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens. Bengals atop the AFC North 7 weeks through the NFL season. It sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Back to relevance here, these Bengals. Bengals beat up on the Baltimore Ravens today. And I'll tell you what, defense, you questioned it. If you questioned it against Green Bay, how legitimate they were, they showed they could stand up against Aaron Rodgers in that pass attack. Now they was put to the test, the ultimate test. I mean, other than Derrick Henry, of course, the ultimate test on stopping the run. And this Bengals defense holds the Baltimore Ravens running backs to what? 10 carries, 23 yards, aside from Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, who, mind you, he did put some yards up. He did get some scrambling in there. But, you know, for design runs, you didn't really see anything out of Lamar Jackson as well. Their Bengals did a pretty good job of containing him, minus that one long run that was called back there. But you look at this Bengals defense, Logan Wilson, Ogunjobi, Hendrickson, Hubbard, all these guys getting involved, making some big run stops. Like I said, you can look at what Lamar did in this game. That doesn't tell the story of how this defense played. This is a defense that made big stops on the ground when you needed to. Those early down big stops, tackle for losses that forced Lamar Jackson to throw the football on 3rd and long, 2nd and long. That allowed the Bengals, for the first time what we've really seen all year, and I am just pumped to see that they went this direction. They started bringing these heavy blitz packages on 3rd down, forcing Lamar Jackson to get rid of that football and get rid of it quickly. It forced inaccurate passes. It forced them off the field. And the Bengals defense making big stands once again. If there was any questions about this Bengals defense, they continue to answer them week in and week out. They are for real. They're legitimate. And they're going to propel this Bengals team, if the offense already isn't good enough, to being a legitimate playoff contender. Bengals defense again, 10-point game. Joe Burrow lobs one up, end zone, picked off, double coverage. Jamarr Chase didn't really see it, didn't really do the 50-50 thing. Never really jumped up and tried to get it. He didn't really make an attempt. And you thought, okay, early 4th quarter, Baltimore's been a team this season that is feasted on 4th quarter comebacks. You allow Baltimore a turnover, forces them, or keeps the game within 10, could have been 13. Bengals defense could allow some yards here. Lamar Jackson could get his footing. Didn't happen. Would they allow one first down? They'd go out there, sack Lamar again, force these guys off the field. Big stops. Big stops across the board for this defense. And that was it. That was where you could have said, here's a momentum shift. It didn't happen. Bengals defense once again played strong, proved that they are ready for any task. Doesn't matter. They're ready to bail out this offense if they make a mistake. That's big. That is a big deal. And I am very, very excited to see the way these Bengals, you gotta bring up Awuzie. How do you not bring up Awuzie? This guy seems to make big tackle after big tackle, open space. You didn't hear a lot from Mike Hill, and that's always a good sign. Andrews made some noise, not a lot. You're gonna give up yards to him. That's their biggest weapon out there. But from a Bengals standpoint, how about getting up and getting going early? It was important to wear down this defense. The problem, we talked about this as, previewing this match, the Bengals needed to wear down this Baltimore Ravens defense. They was getting to the quarterback. They was getting them mismatches. They was working his Bengals offensive line in that first quarter. First half, really. But you'll talk about wearing down those pass rushers. Bengals would go out there. That was that field goal drive. That field goal drive after the big stop there. 8 yards? They had 8 plays, 23 yards. It's like, that's not a lot, 23 yards. 8 plays, though. That slow grind. The Bengals went out and moved the football, even when they was punting or giving the ball back to the Ravens in general. They was moving the football down the field. They wasn't going 3 out. They was keeping that Ravens defense on the field, wearing them down. And as we seen, the farther we got into this game, the more time Burrow had to throw the football, the scarier things got. They figured out, hey, Jamar Chase can beat just about any. We don't talk about a takeaway of the game. They've been targeting Everett day in and day out on Baltimore. Their teams have been, because they want to stay away from Marlon Humphrey, one of the premier CBs in the league. And Jamar Chase just worked him from the 2-minute drill on in this football game. That's a big sign. That's what elite receivers do. The best of the best. Can't be slowed down by anybody. You gotta love that out of Jamar Chase. The man is an absolute animal out there. Everybody got involved, though. More CJ Uzomah. If there was one thing that glared early in this game, again, Bengals still gotta work on it. It's the dang 3rd and shorts. I ain't gonna hold anything. I ain't gonna sit here and dwell on it on a game the Bengals just dropped a 41 burger. It might end up being more. It should be 41. Game's not quite over yet. A little excited to talk about. There's like 2 minutes left. Bringing out the backups. You love to see it, especially when you're winning when they do it. But early in this game, couple times Bengals 2nd and short, 3rd and short, they failed to pick up the first down. And one time we see Burrow try to QB sneak it, lost the yard. You know, that is the one area the Bengals have struggled on in them third and shorts. You've seen it. That's what killed them when they ran it on first and second. They had third and short. They don't pick them up. On the flip side, a couple times this game, Bengals drove down the field. T. Higgins picks up that 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10s. 3rd and longs, Bengals looking better. When you knew the Ravens were going to bring pressure, they protected. Burrow stood strong, gave him time to throw the football, moved it down the field. There is a lot of good things to take away. Evan McPherson, by the way, 52 yards? Early in the game, crowd still alive. McPherson drills it. Could have given the Ravens good field position. Get some confidence back in that young fella. I don't think he ever lost it. He's just a guy that it doesn't feel like he's phased out there when you watch him kick. Everywhere across this team. Zach Taylor, coach, quarterback, running back, lines. I think we've seen a great performance. I was scared early about the offensive line. It did start shaky. They're going to have to clean that up still. But they played better than they did last season against the Ravens by 1.5 miles protecting Joe Burrow. And that's a start. It's a tough team to protect the quarterback against. They like to bring pressure. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.